In this video, I'm sharing a story about my client, Julia, who started the Dietitian Boss program after getting laid off due to COVID. For many of us, adapting to COVID has been difficult, but for some, it brought out their inner entrepreneur. Sometimes it takes an emergency to give us the nerve to get something of our own up and going. Starting a side hustle to escape clinical was simply what Julia had to do. We have to learn a living after all. So Julia turned the program into an opportunity and started her business. My program not only helped Julia get her practice off the ground, but she made back her investment in the Dietitian Boss program before she actually completed the program. Pretty inspiring, right? I'm excited to tell you how Julia did it. Hi, I'm Libby Rothschild, creator of Dietitian Boss. Welcome to my channel. My program empowers dietitians and nutritionists just like you to create private practices from scratch using proven processes that work. I'd like to help you get started, even if you think that you're not ready. There's never been the best time, and unique events like COVID, pregnancy, or getting laid off mean that you have to start with just taking baby steps, and that's okay. And my team and I will help support you every single step of the way. My program is a step-by-step Dietitian Boss method that will support you as you commit to putting getting started at the top of your priority list. Okay, more about Julia. Julia started the Dietitian Boss method as a total skeptic. Deep down, Julia wanted to start a private practice, but it wasn't until she got laid off during COVID that she took the plunge and got started. The result, she made over $4,000 in under 3 months by following my program. But like I said, at first she was hesitant. On my podcast, Julia says, "I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I think I can find all this stuff on the internet. There's all these free webinars as soon as you Google business coaching. Every single ad you get is targeted for this free webinar and that free webinar, and I believed I could do it on my own." Julia's skepticism isn't unusual. It's easy to think you can figure it out on your own by searching online and downloading freebies, right? Like free guides. But that can take not just months, but years to figure out. Because you know what? How can you be sure what you're getting for free is what will really work and in the right order? So then you have to use the trial and error method, which tends to result in more errors than successes. It didn't take Julia long to figure that out, but that's when she joined the Dietitian Boss program. After working with my team, Julia learned how Dietitian Boss could provide proven solutions to her problems. She also realized that she could save time and energy, and best part, before she even completed the program, she had easily made back her investment in the Dietitian Boss method. Julia says, "Now that I've gone through the coaching, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I was going to do this on my own. I've learned so much about marketing and how to post on Instagram and what my clients want and all that stuff. So I've come a long way for sure." So how did Julia get there? Number 1, Julia developed a clear message, which helped her attract clients and make money. During a coaching call inside my program, Julia got clear about her niche and how to position herself. Before she started the program, Julia felt confused about how to position her weight loss philosophy. My team worked through her concerns and helped her become really clear about who she wanted to serve, and that is women who struggle with the binge restrict cycle. Now, Julia feels great about how she's aligned her ideal client with what she cares so much about. She knows she's helping women, and the marketing work that she did in the Dietitian Boss program helped her attract and help more people. Julia says, "The Dietitian Boss method taught me that I needed to solve my client's biggest problem, and none of my clients have any clue what the binge restrict cycle is. Like, they have no idea that's their problem. Most of them think that they're eating too much, like the reason they're restricting is because they're trying to lose weight." It's clear that Julia has a deep understanding of what her clients need. This allowed her to use the Dietitian Boss content checklist quickly and immediately reach more women who desperately need Julia's help. Number 2, Julia started creating better content. The biggest piece of this was that she stopped posting about just anything to specifically posting clear content that helps solve her ideal client's biggest problem. Before starting the program, Julia was concerned about having a pretty feed. When she joined the Dietitian Boss program and showed up to regular coaching calls, she developed a clear message that became as important to her as the look of her feed. She used her private Facebook group to get feedback, and this helped her radically improve her messaging. When reflecting on her content, Julia says, "I've noticed that talking about tortilla chips, it does really well for some reason with my followers. That and the phrasing. Am I talking about going to a party and avoiding chips all night, eating veggies instead, and then binging tortilla chips later in the night? That content works, and Julia can repurpose it as well for future posts, and she does very successfully." When it comes to content, here's the basic plan. Message about the problem, then the solution, and then the outcome. Okay, I want to share the most important tips that led to Julia's success. Number 1, Julia got started. If you have a phone, you really don't need anything else to take on clients. Number 2, get started sooner. Julia reports that she wishes she hired me sooner. After all, millions of women struggle with the binge restrict cycle, and they are out there every day looking for help. Now, these women find Julia, get the support they need, and Julia makes money. Number 3, join a community of like-minded bosses. Julia found that being a part of our Dietitian Boss group program provided her with new friends who were working on the same thing that she was. She was able to bounce questions off of her colleagues, and she felt empowered by thinking, wow, we are this pretty cool clique. This group really supports its members, and that helps you keep a healthy mindset. Number 4, consistency. Post on your stories every single day, talking at least 4 days a week. The time is going to pass, so keep posting and keep showing up. Number 5, recreate top posts. Like so many of my clients, Julia thought everything had to be new and different. What she learned is that top dietitian bosses like her just keep redoing their top posts. The more your message is consistently mentioned, the sooner your ideal client is seeking you out to help solve their problems. You need to keep repeating your message over and over because it frames you as the expert. Number 6, growth mindset. Julia shared with our Dietitian Boss community that when she started, she did not have a strong growth mindset. One day she would feel excited, and the next she was freaking out about paying bills. The team helped Julia learn to refer to herself not as the person she used to be, but as the person she wants to be. Changing your mindset is something that you can do with the help of a like-minded community and a professional team of mentors. We will get you there. Number 7, profitable offer. Before starting the program, Julia offered one-on-one for a 50-minute session and a 13-week program for a few $100s a month. She traded time for money, meaning she charged hourly. After following the Dietitian Boss method, she shifted from hourly to a group model, which means that she serves more women for the same unit of time, 1 hour Zoom call. She's learned how to create, sell, and run an effective online program that reaches more women, and this is what led her to increase revenue. Julia's story is inspiring. She got laid off and had a feed without a strategy, and then completely transformed her presence on social media. She earned back her investment in the Dietitian Boss program, and she's just getting started. Julia is one of many clients that my program has transformed. If you're feeling inspired, I want you to listen to this story about Nutrition Boss Lane and how she attracted clients and filled her group program by following the Dietitian Boss method.